Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. In today's video, I want to talk about something that's just been on my mind a lot lately. This has nothing to do with DLC 2 in general, which is a first in a while actually. But if you haven't heard already, we are getting a DLC 2 revealed this Thursday. I thought it was going to be today, but I was wrong. It was very sad. I was looking forward to it, but we are getting one Thursday, so that's very exciting. However, in today's video, I wanted to talk about Black Ops 3 Zombies and just our zombies mode as a whole, because I feel like there's a growing problem with zombies, and it's happened in the past a lot as well, but I personally think that zombies is way too easy, or at least it is right now. I remember back in the Black Ops 2 days, people complained about Buried a lot because the map was so easy, because you could just sit up top with the paralyzer and just get to infinite rounds because it had unlimited ammo. It just took a very long time to do, but it was so easy to get to a high round, and people hated that map for it. People were like, this map sucks, it's way too easy, it's so stupid. And for sure, that's definitely not the only reason why a bunch of people hated the map, but that was one big complaint that I heard. And I guess what bothers me a little bit is that Der Eisendrache is generally considered one of the best maps we've ever had of all time. And rightfully so. There's a lot of awesome things that they did on this map. However, I think the map, in terms of its gameplay, is way too easy. Way too easy. It is not hard at all. On my first attempt of trying to get to a high round, I got to round 50 easily. All I did is sit in the corner and just camp with the Stormbow. I just held down the Stormbow, shot at the ground, and watched the tornado kill all the zombies in the train over and over. Yes, I got lucky in some instances where I got max ammos all the time and things like that, but overall, just with all these things in Der Eisendrache, with the Stormbow, with the gumballs, with the perks, there's just so many things that make it way too easy for the player. And it's a lot to do with the Wonder Weapon mainly, but it's not just the Wonder Weapon, it's also the fact that the Wonder Weapon is guaranteed to be given to you every single time you play. Yes, a casual player might not know how to do the exact steps for a Wonder Weapon, but the fact that a normal zombies player and someone who wants to go to a high round can just easily get this super weapon where all they have to do is just sit in a corner to do so to get to a high round. It's just, I don't see what's the fun in that, guys. I honestly don't see what's so exciting about doing that. Yes, it looks pretty, it looks awesome killing the zombies with a Wonder Weapon over and over, but I love to be constantly moving and not knowing where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do, and that's why I'm showing you guys some Shangri-La gameplay in the background, because this map is so much fun for me because it's so challenging. That's what I love about this map so much. People always ask me, why do you like Shangri-La? Why is Shangri-La your favorite map? And I tell them basically, it's because when I play Shangri-La, I have no idea what my strategy is going to be. Every single time I play it, I end up doing something completely different because there is no strategy that works the best completely. The map is hard, it's challenging, you don't know if you're even going to get the Wonder Weapon when you play it, and there's so many factors that constantly keep you on the move and thinking about what's going to happen that the map is just a really fun experience to play for me. That's why a map like Ascension isn't my favorite map, because even though that map is really well done and well made and I love Ascension, it's way too easy, and every single time you're going to play it, you know what you're going to do. You're going to go to the PhD location, you're going to train around the lunar lander, and all you're going to do is use the Thunder Gun and then maybe some traps over and over on Ascension, and that's all you do to get to a high round. It's not that hard at all. I guess what I'm afraid of is another map like Der Eisendrache. I know I always talk about this, it seems like, in every single video, but I'm tired of a zombies map being predictable every time I play it. I'm tired of knowing when things are going to happen. I'm tired of getting a Wonder Weapon guaranteed every single game I play, whether it be on Shadows of Evil, whether it be on Der Eisendrache, whether it be on Origins. Just every single map that I feel like we get a Wonder Weapon no matter what. And I'm actually going to make a huge zombie analysis about why randomness is actually important in zombies, and that's what made us love the mode to begin with in a lot of ways. And I just personally hope that zombies gets challenging again. But if it does so, I don't want it to be in a gimmicky way, like George from Call of the Dead. Even though he was a great way to try to make the map more challenging, it ended up just being an annoyance because it was actually relatively easy to play the map because the map was so big in general, and then you just had him there and he just annoyed you, and it didn't really work as well as they wanted it to. And I just hope they can bring zombies back to the way it was a long time ago in terms of a challenge, because I remember back in the old days, getting to round 50 or round 60 seemed like a myth. And if you could do it, it's because you probably spent 12 hours running a train somewhere. But now even running trains is simpler. We don't have to even run trains anymore. We can just shoot the ground with the wonder weapon non-stop and have 3 other wonder weapons that are sitting with a max ammo underneath the map. They're guaranteed to us every single game. I feel like the player is just being too overpowered, and in a lot of ways, I kind of wish we just didn't have a wonder weapon at some points. Or at least a wonder weapon that did something different, or at least wasn't overpowered. I'm sure if you've been watching the gameplay, the wonder weapon on Shangri-La isn't that great, honestly. It's awesome and it's fun to use, but it still is not the best thing ever, and you're not guaranteed to survive even when you use it. The babies actually attack you too, which is pretty crazy. So, what do you guys think about this? Do you think Zombies is becoming too easy, or do you think it's always been too easy for a while, especially with Buried and things like that? Or do you think that Zombies is still really challenging and that I'm just a complete idiot? I don't know. Whatever you think, comment below and I will be sure to read the comments. You guys know I will. And guys, I promise I'm not hating on Der Eisendrache. Der Eisendrache is actually one of my favorite maps of all time, and I'm not making this video to hate on Der Eisendrache specifically. I'm more making this video because I'm afraid that if we are constantly being overpowered and given so much power as a player, and it's just so easy to get to high rounds every single time and every single map we have in Black Ops 3, I feel like at some point the gameplay of the mode is going to get stale for some people. Part of the reason why Zombies is so successful is because it was always a challenge from the very beginning. It was always that game mode that you could play and try to get to a higher and higher round with your friends each and every time. If you get to round 60 your first time playing a map, then that almost throws out any other replayability for wanting to get to a high round again. Like, what's the point of me wanting to get to a high round again on Der Eisendrache when I got to round 50, barely even trying? It's just something to think about going forward. This has been JC, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.